Well, good afternoon. I've been at Johns Hopkins all day from 6 o'clock on, beginning to drag a tad, but I don't think I'm going to be near any place where I could do my normal walk and talk. So we're going to do it here by Johns Hopkins. Let me get some idea of what the place looks like. It's quite an institution. The combination of computers and skill are quite remarkable. But returning to politics, this is one thing you don't miss in the country. But that's exactly what happens at a hospital. Emergency vehicles coming and going. So turning to the Hill, we have these people ballyhooing a bipartisan infrastructure bill, and the people who are working the problem, there are 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans to start with. It's not enough. We probably need 10 Republicans, not 5. And if we lose any Democrats, we need more Republicans. And then on top of it, they're not going to do anything with the tax package. They're going to do a $1 trillion deal. We started with 2.2 trillion, and then we went to 1.9 trillion. And some of those funds they're going to take from the earlier funds that were put aside for stimulus. A lot of Democrats are quite impatient in saying, let's be done with it. Let us finally, once and for all, put our own bill through and do it in the budget reconciliation. And you know what? That's what they have to do. And if they can pick up a couple of Republicans and it's, quote, bipartisan, that's great. But we're being played the fool. We are absolutely being played the fool. Those of us who remember what happened with Obamacare, remember the Republicans did exactly the same thing. Oh, we want to make it bipartisan. But they were never there in the end. They were following what our boy, former majority member Mitch McConnell believed, which was to make sure nothing passed, while in that case Obama was the president. And that's the same thing he said about Biden, the former vice president, to Obama. So we shouldn't be surprised. Also, the notion of this gas tax, that's a regressive tax. And at a time when the newspapers are talking about how few taxes the wealthy pay, well, we just have to acknowledge that that's not fair. They have to put something in the kitty. And taxing the people who have to use their cars to get to work or to get the kids to school and letting the wealthy go free and clear, that's just not acceptable. And so that's one issue that's obviously a big one. I think that Biden has done himself and the nation proud, how he's presented himself abroad, and I think he'll continue to have a trifecta. That is to say, he had the G7, he's going to have the NATO meetings, and then he's going to have a meeting with Putin. And I think he'll find the right balance between in-your-face and firm remonstrations against the misconduct of Putin on the various theaters where he's imposed himself and done the wrong things he's done. Also, you have to be excited about another thing. Biden is sending judges up to the Hill, 19 persons of color, women mostly, and he's sending up more, no surprise here, than Trump did. So we have a chance of balancing our court with younger people of diverse experiences who recognize the law and are prepared to apply it. And that's a win-win for democracy, because democracy needs the law, democracy needs the Constitution, democracy needs the accounting. So tomorrow I think I'll probably find myself somewhere in the green, and I'll give you a glance at what Baltimore has to offer. Those of you who live here know this, but what Baltimore has to offer, it has many parks and so forth, but it'd be a long walk to get to one and get back in time for another meeting with another set of doctors. So be well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.